Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video here on the channel. Really appreciate you guys tuning in to whenever I do these trailer reactions, especially for the special program. I know this video came out last night, however, I actually fell asleep before the trailer even came out. I had a pretty busy day yesterday. We had a bunch of family functions for the holiday festive season, baking cookies, we had brunch, listening to music, all that fun stuff. And so it is bright and early right now, and no time like the present. I'm full of energy, really excited to see what they showcase because, as you guys know, they did tease that we would be getting a Mavuika animated short during the version 5.3 special program, which I was freaking out about because if you guys know me, I love focusing on the in-depth world building and lore of Genshin Impact. I read books, I read weapons, I read artifact sets. I do world quests where I read everything out myself. I do Archon quests, etc., event quests, all that stuff. And so, over the last 4 years, I've pretty much become in-depth with how I enjoy Genshin, how I've been consistently and continuously playing it. And I know that there's been a lot of discourse over, is Natlin a good nation? Is it a bad nation? Is the Archon quest passable? Is it better than Fontaine? I think that there is something to say about like comparing what your favorite is within Genshin. I think that's completely valid. However, for myself, I think that, and I just want to put this at the beginning here, just to kind of give people an idea of like my thoughts and feelings, which we'll do at the end of the Archon quest as well. I really like Natlin because it's not like Fontaine. I really like Fontaine because it's not like Sumeru. And personally, of my own bias, I don't think anything is going to top the Act 5 Archon quest for me because my emotions were so heavily rooted in the reveals of Focalors, the suffering of Farina, Nouvelette's understanding of the whole situation and coming to terms with it. And there were just way too many tears shed throughout the Archon quest where I can't really put it on a pedestal unless something else were to equally contest with that. Now, I was bawling like a baby during the Act 4 battle for Natlin versus the Abyss during Act 4 of Natlin. And like my emotions were definitely felt there more than ever of like how hopeless it was and how much suffering was happening and how much we wanted to do, but how little we were able to get accomplished. So I feel like there's like definitely a schism in the community in terms of like people thinking that Natlin is good, people thinking Natlin's bad. I really like Natlin because of everything they set up of Natlin before we got there. The Unfinished Reverie artifact set, which focuses on the Grand Alliance with the Scarlet-Eyed Youth, characters like Yupanqui, Sakuk, as well as the Tyrant King Ochkan, and all of the stuff regarding Ochka Natlin, which we now finally have full context of in the game, as well as, and I will honestly say, the Talking Stick Battle Pass weapon pretty much carries the full enjoyment that I have had throughout Natlin because they took a piece of in-game content, the entire sect of the Talking Stick lore that's attached to that weapon, that became the premise of the Archon quest, right? The heroes of Natlin, the 500-year cataclysm, the sacrifices that were made between the 5 warriors, Tenoch, Manalek, Burkina, Sunjata, Sanhaj Kampore, and Wanjiru. Like, I really love how Hoyoverse, especially, I think since late Sumeru going into Fontaine and then Fontaine going into Natlin, I love how much breadcrumbs they put in the game with the Unfinished Reverie artifact set, the Talking Stick Battle Pass weapon, and incorporating all of that stuff, not in the world quests, not just in the world quests or in the flavor text of the environment, but in the mainline Archon quests. When we learned about Tenoch and we learned about the 500-year fight and we learned about the heroes of Natlin, I was locked in because I had already done all of the pre-groundwork, like research and like reading all of the stuff. So like Hoyoverse is definitely like leaving breadcrumbs for people who want to have an enriched experience. If you don't read that stuff, you'll still get the information. But I think because I did a lot of the groundwork before Natlin came out, it's made me grow far more attached to Natlin because I understand its history. I understand its past. I understand the sacrifices. I understand the individuals and everything that they had to do to build up to where Mavuika sacrificed herself to the flame to where we currently are now. I know this is a ramble. I know this is a reaction video, but this is kind of like, this is me. You know what I mean? I love talking about lore. I love expanding my thoughts and opinions on it. And I don't always get to do that because my content is catching up. So these up-to-date videos are probably like the best that I can do in discussing my feelings and opinions. And I know that this trailer, or I know that this animated short is going to focus on the 500 years of like pretty much the plan of Mavuika sacrificing herself to the fire, saying goodbye to her friends, her family, her companions and stuff like that, and basically betting on the future. You know what I mean? She's sacrificing her past. She's sacrificing her past in the present to save the future. And so I really, really, really am excited to see all of the heroes animated, to see Mavuika animated, her family, and just get more of a sense of like what's going on in her head at that time, because we didn't really get all of that in the game. So really excited for the trailer. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting these videos. If you could do anything for me besides watching them yourself, please share this content with people. I'm definitely going to be expanding my discoverability of my content once we're caught up and once we start Natlan, which should be next month for what gets uploaded to this channel. But thank you guys all so much. Share the videos if you can. And without further ado, let us begin. All right, gamers, this is a 10.5-minute video. We have the Sunset animated short focusing on Mavuika and the 500 years of preparing for being sacrificed to the sacred flame to be resurrected in the future to save Natlan. I do want to check out the description though. So the description reads, "Time flies straight like an arrow, winding like a road with no end. No one could have known the profound solitude of journeying through the passage of time, or how time itself could wash away the meaning of their long odyssey. Yet, if their will has never been broken, and their steps have never once faltered, at the journey's end, they will rediscover the very purpose that first set them on their way." And we also have the voice actors for what was featured in the short preview during the Archon Quest. So we have Sunjata, Tupac, Wanjiru, Manelek, Mavuika, and her sister Hine. So overall, pretty epic stuff for what Mavuika's going to be going through, literally passing through time. I don't know if that's an Istaroth moment or anything, given the fact that like she is basically dying and resurrecting, but she's also passing through time of basically pausing her existence now to resume it in the future, which is interesting. So with all that said, let us begin. Thank you guys all as always for watching, and without further ado, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, now.
You'll do great, even 2 against 1.
Ooh!
You bet. Or even 3 against 1.
Oh wow! Look at the gang. Yeah. Okay. So this is okay. I'm gonna watch it straightforward, and then we'll do an analysis after. But this is the current chief of the Children of the Echoes from 500 years ago. This is Sunjata.
Propose a toast to the 2 who are no longer with us. Sanhaj and Burkina.
Oh my God!
It's not the same without them here. They'll
That's
both be
Tupac!
missed. Even though Sanhaj wasn't that much of a talker.
And yet the news of his death rings loud and clear.
Wow. We've already lost Burkina
Hero!
and Sanhaj Kampore.
Him and Burkina both!
Manelek. Oh, I love this! I know who they are!
The Pyro Archon, in whom we place all of our trust.
Wow.
Here's to her courage, indomitable will, and magnificent plan!
I love him! I love this so much!
She should be here.
I don't care what anybody says. I want just as much the characters that are in the books, in the artifact sets, in the lore and world building of the past history of Teyvat. I wish we got more shit like this. There are so many awesome characters of the past that get skipped over by the community because, you know, that's like, oh, it's not voiced, then it's not worth it. But like, these characters existed before this animated short. All of this shit about like this like their camaraderie, like their vibe, the way that they're all just really close friends. I can't believe we lost Burkina and Congo. I can't believe we lost Burkina. Congo Mato is now separated from him. Sanhaj Kampore as well. I love this shit so much. I've known about them for months.
I just wish she would have joined us for tonight. She should be here, sharing a drink with us.
Yeah. I actually think this area, are they in the inn? I think they're at the inn.
If it were me, my emotions would be all over the place.
Wanjiru.
Give her some time.
It's also
This final toast is to us.
wow.
And
Bro used the whole ass barrel.
both grim and glorious.
Wow, the music too.
Certain defeat tomorrow. We'll march to our deaths, eh?
Damn.
So, you ready to
Yeah,
face
they're
it,
going.
Tupac?
They're gonna create the Mayor Javari with this fight.
Says who? Our sacrifice will feed the sacred flame, paving the way for true victory in 500 years.
Yeah.
I am ready.
You're a
Matlini's
fucking
warriors
beast!
Don't fear death. Am I right, Menelek? Menelek?
I want these characters so bad. This is the crazy thing too. These are the characters that these are the predecessors of the present day heroes, right? Just in this shot right here, Jalonin, Mualani, and Iansan, and then Chaska sleeping on the floor over there. Basically, right? They inherit their fighting spirit, you know, in the future. I love that. It's literally Avatar. These are like the avatars of the past, and we now have the avatars of the present. My theory video I cooked.
Let him sleep.
Wow.
Fearlessness is one thing, but to nap in the face
I did
of
not
death?
know.
You don't see that every day.
I did not know that Sanhaj and Burkina were already gone at this point. Oh! Mavuika! Yeah.
Sunset.
I can't imagine.
The sky burns bright tonight,
Beautiful!
just like the day I took office.
Oh.
Hine, what are you
Aww.
Mom said you
Oh,
shouldn't
the
stare at
little
bright flames,
Yunkasor.
or you'll hurt your eyes.
Aww.
And I heard that you're the brightest flame of all now.
Aww.
I'm
I can't look at.
covering my
Oh! Yo, that outfit!
Hine, take your arm away.
Holy shit! Dude, we need an Archon. We need the Archons to finally get their outfits, please. She looks incredible!
Wow! Your flames aren't blinding at all.
She's literally
They're
Super
so
Saiyan.
warm, like the setting sun. Everyone
Wow,
looks at it,
she looks
but no one gets
amazing.
hurt.
I also can't help but think that Hine right here, like this character literally looks like the Crunchyroll mascot. I don't know if anyone else can see it. I also think that Crunchyroll mascot's also named Hime, like Hime-chan or Hine-chan or something like that. But she literally looks like, I can't get the Crunchyroll mascot out of my head.
Mavuika?
Wow, she looks beautiful, dude.
Do you think?
I don't think she looks any worse now, but that outfit looks
in the far
sick.
future too.
I prefer that over the biker outfit, honestly. I think all the Archons need skins by endgame, though. Like, even Zhongli's outfit looks sick back in the day.
This is where I meet my end. It's sobering.
That's crazy. They know they're gonna die, too, and they're still...
Tenoch summoned us. You should have seen this day coming.
Manelek is a... I love them.
You
I
recovered
love
yet,
Manelek
Manelek?
so much. Look at him. He's such a goofball.
With a fierce battle to sober me up, I will be soon enough.
Fuck yeah.
Ah!
Let's show the Abyss that if they want to take our lives,
Wow.
it's gonna cost them dearly.
Oh, shit. She's here.
Friends, in this final battle, may you burn bright until the end.
Wow, here it is, the Abyss. Where's Tenoch?
We'll remember this day.
I'm surprised. I guess Tenoch already, like, gave his okay. So this is, like, afterwards. Holy fuck! Dude, I want all of them to be playable so bad. What an epic fucking shot.
Menelek's headlock was so strong, it outlived him. That giant beast suffocated to death because it couldn't
shit.
break free from a dead man's
Holy
grip.
shit, Menelek is a homie!
And Sunjata fell too soon. If he hadn't taken that hit to save Wanjiru, he'd have lasted a lot longer.
Wow. Tupac is the last one that lasted. He brought
Considering we
Mavuika
were all
back.
gonna die anyway.
Tupac.
I'm so glad we met him first.
I knew you'd pull through.
Wow.
To keep the plan on track, I thought I'd give you a lift here.
You're...
Jesus. I can't believe... They needed a descender to help them. And it took Aether.
Look,
Or Lumine, whoever you
almost
have.
there. You are our flame. You have to burn on.
Tupac, you're such a fucking homie. I love all of them so much. They really gave their all.
Tupac.
I think he's gonna fall here, actually. Oh, is this her throne? Yeah, okay. Wow. it, man. Holy shit, this is an amazing short. Amazing! God, I wish we had more of these. What an incredible depiction. Oh, she got her motorcycle. Oh, this is her current outfit. Oh, good, dude, I love the freaking helmet. That shit looks so sick. Off into the sunset she goes.
That sunset is the only thing in sight.
Oh, is this like her journey?
I don't know how far I've come.
Is this like is this the process she's doing? Is she technically already going through the flames and the destination is she's got to drive for 500 years? Yep, look at that.
I don't even know where this road leads.
Wow, she's literally traveling through time. The bridge keeps getting built. Oh, her sister. Oh my God.
Where am I heading? I can't remember.
Wow. Oh, is she like might be having doubts or might be feeling a little anxious?
I feel lost.
Yeah, she seems like she's going in a circle.
This is the only road there is.
Aw, her sister.
Maybe I'll take a break.
Oh, is this take a break? Like, is she faltering? She's got to keep going. You can't stop. Time marches on.
Who are you? Why are you here?
You don't recognize your own sister.
I'm waiting for sunset.
That's the name of the video.
But it never sets here.
Maybe that's a reflection of her resolve. Maybe she hasn't come to terms with it fully, and so the sun can't set.
It will. When the time comes.
Oh, I love this. That's a great shot right there. Come on, Mavuika, you got this. You're the fucking Pyro Archon. Your plan is gonna work. You just need a little Descender influence. You need Aether.
Have you heard the saying? After the evening flame burns away all evil, the peaceful night will finally arrive.
The evening flame.
Hey sis, you have a mission to do. Remember?
Yep, don't forget. You see how dull and like darkened her eyes were just then? Yeah, you got a long way to go, girl. Better be popping some wheelies on the way.
I do. There's people watching this sky. I can't.
Oh, what a shot! I love that. The music! I love the Natlan theme so much.
That's right. I never lost my way. I'm still on track.
Let's go, Pyro Archon. Hell yeah! Kick up those afterburners. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's fucking go!
My destination has been right there all along.
Yeah. Thank you, Hine. Such a good trailer. Or a good animated trailer, I should say.
We all have made many sacrifices and faced our inner demons. But
I love this!
We are here.
Yeah, you did it.
Natlan has suffered long enough.
We gotta help him.
By nightfall, this war will be over!
Holy shit. Yeah, we just have to
For
fight
Natlan!
For Natlan! Yeah, we just have to fight the freaking memory reanimated abyssal corrosion of the dead Pyro Sovereign Dragon taken over by Gosoithoth, the Reaper of the Abyss. So that fight's gonna be insane. I actually think there's a shot Aether might even die during that whole thing, just because, like, the trailer just kind of gives off something crazy foreboding. And in that one preview of the battle, that meteor strike literally hit the stage and Aether died. I don't know how you defend that. I don't know if there's a mechanic similar to, you know, the Musono Hirotachi with the Raiden Shogun boss fight. That's also a one-shot if you get hit by it. But this was a spectacular, a phenomenal animated short. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say. I am shocked. More than anything, I am shocked that Burkina and Sanhaj are already dead, because we never got the order in how they died, or the condition or the nature in which they died. Tenoch also wasn't here, so I wonder if you know, that first memory that we got of Tenoch and Mavuika from the Archon quest, if that had already happened and he was kind of agreeing to her plans and everything else in between, and like, he wasn't here. We only got her sister. We didn't get her mom or her dad, which, you know, they said her dad didn't really show up either. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get any memories or any type of conversations of between them two, like her dad of all people. Burkina and Sanhaj already being dead. We also got a bit of Sanhaj Compore lore from the Iktomi Scrolls event that just passed during 5.2. And we learned that he's a border master and he created a mini Night Kingdom during that fight. Well, see, here's the thing then. Then they must have already created the Mare Javari first, and then they did this fight, because this must have been like the last fight with the stragglers, like whoever was left over. But there was an initial fight with Burkina and Sanhaj along with the rest of them. That was the Mare Javari fight. I thought this was the Mare Javari fight as well, but it seems like they did that fight first that created the Mare Javari, and that may have been where Burkina and Sanhaj were killed. And then, like, because they're still fighting the Abyss in that fight, and then this fight happens, and then the rest of them died off. So I think that's the proper timeline, because it doesn't make sense otherwise, because Sanhaj was a part of that fight with creating the Mare Javari. So yeah, I just really love the world building of this. I love the expanded information, the expanded context more than anything, because we only have one battle pass weapon that gives us majority of this story of Tenoch and his 5 banded warriors that we do now know as the 5 heroes of Natlin, and they kind of are a past reflection of the present day heroes that we've met during the Archon quest, with Mavuika being the leader to mirror that of Tenoch, which we saw on her road to her divine throne, I'm assuming, that we're gonna get to at the end of Act 5. But yeah, this is the shit that I live for. I don't live for DPS, I don't live for endgame content. That's never what I played Genshin for. That's not how I started Genshin. My journey has always been first and foremost about the world, the story, and eventually the lore is what compelled me to see the game through and to continue playing it. And I really appreciate all of the people that have been on this journey with me over the course of the last 4 years of discovering my channel, whether it be on Twitch or this channel with my playthrough series slowly being uploaded in chronological order from day one to present. I love Genshin Impact's lore above all else. I put that above all else, above all other content that I do. With all the games that I play, Genshin is my #1 game. It's not a perfect game, but it's the game that I resonate with the most. It's the game I'm most passionate about. It's the game that I intend to see through to the end, and if there's a sequel, I will definitely be there for that too. Fingers crossed on that. But yeah, I'm so excited to see how this 500-year plan comes to a head. I'm excited to see what becomes of Oh Captain, My Captain, Il Capitano, rank #1 strongest member of the Fatui Harbingers. I'm okay with him dying. You know, he's been fighting for 500 years. He has, you know, been on this long road of immortality and suffering through the Shade of Death Renova. And if the man wants him and his platoon to rest, I think that that's more than reasonable. He's a character that I care about. I don't care if he's playable. If he's playable, that's a bonus. But I'm not out here like, oh man, he has to be playable because he's my favorite. Like, you know, I'm excited for Mavuika to be playable. I'm excited for Pyro Traveler. I'm excited for that like array of silhouetted characters to see who they are, to see if I'm going to pull for any of them. And obviously, if the captain's playable, I would be ecstatic. But I also think contextually for the story and for the lore, I don't think every Harbinger is going to be playable. And I don't mind if my favorite Harbinger isn't, consistent because he's been putting in work ever since he's been on screen. And I'm sure we're going to learn more about his past and his history when we get to Conria and we learn about the history of Conria and the past of Conria. I'm sure we're going to get an animated short on Conria and we'll see all of the characters of the past, like Clotar Alberic, Kari Bear, Dainsley, our sibling, Capitano, Piero, and everybody else from the past of Conria. So I think Capitano, even if his journey ends in the present, we still have a lot of his past to get into and discover of him, so I don't think his story is necessarily over. But this was fantastic. This was a beautiful animated short. I'm really hyped and amped and excited to kind of get everything involved with this Archon quest with Act 5 in a few weeks, and I'm really excited for all of you guys to check it out live at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MurderofBirds, which I will be playing that live. And I think we're actually going to be starting to upload Natlin Archon quest content and Natlin content in general after the holidays, after the new year in January, once we finish version 4.6, 7, and 8 content being uploaded, including Simulanka. So that's everything. Those are all of my thoughts, theories, speculations, hype, reactions to everything. I loved this. I'm really happy that we got to see some of the animations and some of the voice lines, the voice acting, and just the depiction of these heroes of the past, because we've never gotten to. You know, unfortunate for Burkina and Sanhaj and Tenoch, which Tenoch has a voice in-game and he has a model in-game, so, you know, I feel like that's passable. But, and Burkina as well. Burkina was also in the cutscene during Kenichi's story quest, so it's not that bad that all of them weren't in this, but, you know, it's still cool to see the camaraderie and everything. Shout out to Tupac. He's a real one. I'm so glad we got to meet him first. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care.